everybody, it's Jada on piano, where we make music make sense. And today, as you can see, I got a video pulled up. This is actually the video that Sean Wilson put up last Thursday, his weekly video. Go check out his channel. And he was talking about Cory Henry doing some crazy runs and scales on the song In the Garden. And so he pulled out this section of the song where I think it was the right, and he tells me I am his own. So we're in the key of D flat in this video, right? And so what he did in this section, I'm going to show it to you really quick here. He was talking about how Cory took the move that ended right here on the F, and he was in the key of B flat like this. Let me play the chord. And then he went back. So, right? So it goes like that. So I want you to see this section of the clip, because not only what Cory did was went to B flat. So we're taking a clip that was analyzed, and there was some amazing playing that was going on, but I'm not breaking any of that down. I'm breaking down what he was talking about as a mindset, as an approach. So check out this. It's about 1 to 2 minutes, and check this out right here, and then we're going to get into what he's talking about.
So that's another reason I think he's in B flat here. So I think it's a minor modulation. Is what I actually think is going on here. So and he's just playing a B flat scale. When you guys hear, sometimes you'll hear kind of crazy runs and stuff, but it's actually not that difficult. He's just playing a B flat scale. Maybe skipping a few notes here and there. I'm on my C chord here. He has his B flat pentatonic. And then he moves to an F altered.
Go check out that video if you want that whole thought process throughout the video. He's breaking down these runs that's going into it. Right?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I'm just playing around with the notes, but so that's what's going on. And of course, changing the scale with each left hand voicing, you know, is something that you have to do as a jazz and gospel musician. So that's all that's going on, man. Now I want to say something about these about this changing of the key here. For instance, if I were in D and I had modulated up to E, then I would have to use notes in the E scale. So
amazing free playing here. Check this out. I love that.
No. So
this is where he's in E right here. Then he goes back. Okay, so that really completes the whole thought right there. Okay, now I am not breaking down any of what he did, although that would be incredible. I haven't learned it yet. I'm just going to be honest with you. I will say when he went to E, he did this right here. He said he had to change it to, he gave us a couple clues there. Something like that. Something like that he did. So what happened there which is what we're getting to. First of all, Cory went to, the song is in D flat. Let's start there. But then Cory went to the B flat key, and he explained that. You saw that in the beginning of the video. Then he was like, but for instance, we could have went to E. And I was like, can we do that? And so then he demonstrated it. And how did he go to E? How do we know he was in E? He hit this right here. He said he had to use notes, of course, in the key of E. So he gave us a clue of how he did this. Now, when he was in E, he, instead of the melody note is the F, okay? That's what's supposed to be there. But he, instead of, F is not at all in the key of E, right? So he went to this up here. He went to the A flat. Now, the A flat happens to be in both keys. It happens to be in D flat. So that makes it, a strong choice to use anyway. Happens to be in D flat, and it happens to be in the key of E. And so he switched to that note. Well, when he switched to that note that is in the key of E, there it is, right? That's the scale in E. When he switched to this note, he went to the 2 chord. Now he hits this. This note happens to be in D flat, but the rest of this is the flat 2. Well, for this chord, flat 2, flat 9. It's a flat 9 because I have the 7th in the chord right here. But that's a altered chord for that chord. It's not in E flat, or E, but it is in D flat, right? But then this is spelling out that E chord. So that's nice over this, right? And then he did this here. Now, all 3 of these notes are back in D flat. That is not, but he uses this to his advantage. Oh, no, he did. Or something, something like this. So, real nice. Another flat 9 chord. And then he did something. Then we can get back there like that. But you knew he was in E because he was using notes in E. And then, so he did a 2-5 in E. Then he kind of did this. Now, technically, because he's using the G. So, when I say using the G, he used the G in the run. You can really say he went through B flat a little bit right here, just this chord. Well, we know this part of it is a note in our key of D flat. Okay, so we're getting closer. This note was in B flat too, but see, this is a dominant chord, right? All of that is the dominant chord. He didn't hit this, but all of that he's using as a dominant chord to lead us to the B flat, which is back in our key, and then he immediately. So, and honestly, quite frankly, when he goes here, he's here. So he, where was it? Where we at? Okay, we did all that in E, right? We had our E's and all those things, and then we can see this as a suspended chord, but using it as the dominant to get us back here. We're getting closer and closer. But then, as soon as he hit this right here on this note, he's hitting notes that are in our key, even though we haven't arrived yet. Now, that's what Sean did. That's not what Cory did, but Sean was showing us we could go to E. And I was just like, can we do that? So my thing was, after doing that C chord in all the keys last week, I was like, if I can do it in B flat and E, can I do it in the rest of the keys? That's what we're talking about right now. He showed us those 2 things, and so we're going to all 12 keys. You're going to see me experimenting it a lot with this exactly like he did. But this is the phrase, and we're going to do it in the same spot he did it. Right there on that note, or we're going to substitute it for this note. Now, you know, there's a lot of meat we pulled. So Cory did a move, but then this is one of the things that's great about listening to other musicians, because Cory did a move and we're like, oh, that was great. And quite frankly, I've done a video that talked about that. I believe it was Kareem Matcham. I'm going to find it and I'm going to put it up here for you to find it. But I talked about that move in a different way as well. But that's not the focus of this. We're going to try to do the harmonizing in every key from D flat, and then temporarily modulate to another key, and then come back to D flat. So I was just like, let's see if we can do it. And I, you know, worked through some things with this since he released this video. But that's our melody note normally. So he gave me a clue when he did the move in E. He switched it to A flat. Well, A flat didn't work for all the keys either. Between the F and the A flat, I was able to do 10 keys, right? But I couldn't do the last two keys. The last two keys that I could not think through, maybe three, was G and the key of D, and maybe the key of C also circled around this same thought process. So those three keys worked better with one note change, and my clue was he went up a minor third. So this time I went down a minor third. Okay, so you're going to see me using the actual melody note. You're going to see me using the A flat, and then you're also going to see me using the D. Okay, same section. Okay, so normally we heard it should look like this. I played it when we started. Simple one chord, right? That's what we're expecting right here. So all of these are substitutions in this case for the one chord. Again, we're using one of three melody notes that make the most sense based on the rest of the melody. That's what we should have. Right? So we've got that. Now let's start. I'm on the D flat. I'm going up by half steps. We're starting right with this D. Listen through this. What did I do? Right? We got through D. So we went immediately to this D to give us something to work with. I'm in the key of D, and I know that because I'm on the 4 chord right here. 5 chord, then back to the 4 chord, 5. So I did 4, 5, 4, 5, and then I just did a drop 2, and then I let this note voice lead me to that B flat, which is in my key. Right? So we did the key of D. Let's do it again. E flat. No. Sorry. Right. So, right, that's E flat. So basically in E flat, I did the 3, 6, 2, 5. I stayed on this F right here. Did the G minor, diatonic chord, right in E flat. Diatonic chord. Diatonic chord. That was a diatonic chord. Then I went back to lead to my A flat, which is my 5, of course, in D flat, right? So 3, 6, 2, 5. This note obviously is in B or D flat. However, we needed a way to get more smoothly from this here. You know, I didn't just want to jump there. I didn't do a run, so I just went to the chord. And that run could be used there. Ah. Right? So that's E flat, okay? We've done 2 keys. Let's keep going. He already did E, but oh. So let me try something different. No. So I need to walk through that. No. Walked back into that A flat. See that? All three of these notes are in E flat anyway, so nice to use that suspension just to smooth it over just a little bit more. One more time. Right? Okay, so we did 4 keys already. Well, that was our normal one. That's 3 keys that we've done. Let's keep moving. Now, this is going to be similar to E flat, how I start. Because I need to be an F. Let me see something. Let's try that again. Notice how I used my E, but I didn't. I'm not back into the key of D flat yet. Let's try it again. Let's see. What if I? No. That's taking me way too long, so we can't do it like that. Nope. I'm cheating a little bit because I wanted to end on the 1 chord. This one's actually kind of tough. This is what experimentation looks like, but we're going to grab it in just a second here. Let's do this again. Okay, so that's actually surprisingly quick. Now, obviously, none of these ways are the only ways, just the demonstration that we can actually do it. So see, this is a dominant chord. This one, it's kind of a hidden dominant chord. See it? I was here. But this note here leads me to my A flat. See that? Keep my pinky right on that F, and thankfully this note is in both F obviously and D flat. So that's a way to get through there. Let's keep going. We're here. Let's see what we can do. Um, that one's actually really simple. I don't even have to do all that I was about to do. Okay, so what I did is easily just led to my E flat, which is already in the key of D flat. I'm trying to rush through these explanations so I don't make this too long. But as you can see, I did a 7-3-6 in G flat that led me nicely back into D flat. One more time. Right? Right? So that's the key of G flat. Let's go to the key of G. Remember my other tough key? So I'm going to use this note. When I say G, using that same B to the B flat. We saw Sean do it in the video. It works. I was on the B, so or I like the double move there. So right. So that would be the key of G. Let's keep moving to A flat. Now I'm on the A flat when this move starts, so this is going to be interesting. So no, I'm not going to go there. So let's do that again. Right. So those keys are so close. It was almost difficult because they're so close. But I used the 7-3-6. And I left this out so I wouldn't make it dominant, but I really want to make it dominant. Okay. I wanted to use a true 3, which is a 1 chord in first inversion. Either one of those two, and then I went to the 3 and then the 6, right? And then the 2 is here, right? And then that 2 is already going to lead me to the E flat. Well, I just went ahead and went right back to D flat when I was on this E flat. So we're here. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like that. Keep on moving. We've really done 8 because this is the original key. But we have 11 choices left. So I only have 4 more. We need the key of A. I forgot completely what I wanted to do. Let me see. I'm looking at it and I know I want to use this. You know what? No. So that one was a little difficult. something like that. So we did a quick move, and then right. So in the key of A, I did a 1, and then I did a 4 to make sure it was obvious I was firmly in A. Right, and then to get back to D flat, I kind of slipped through B a little bit. This would be the 5 chord in B. That would be the 1 chord in B. And then this would be the 3 chord in B. But it's also the same exact chord to get to A flat, which is also happens to be in the key of B. But I used that as a suspension. And then when I got there, resolved it so to be my dominant chord for the key of D flat. So let's give A. We got 2 more. Let's wrap this up. B flat though. We already saw what Cory did, so let's try to see if we can do something different. This is what he did. Something like that, but he was doing a run over it, so I'm going to use this, but I'm going to use different chords. So what I did, still the 2 or 3, 6, 2, 5, but I used chords. So sharp 5, sharp 9, just a straight dominant. The minor 11. That's really what a minor 11, but I just kind of outlined it here, and then went to the 5 of the B flat. Made it a dominant chord, but instead of just being a regular 5, I wanted to put the sharp 5 in there because this note is the key I want to get back to, right? So I just kind of slipped that in there, so we introduce it to make the transition really smooth to get back to D flat, and then right. So and then I just started on the 4 instead of, could have did either one. But that's the key of B flat in a different way. Last one, key of B. Let's see about this. Want to use that A again, or A flat again. Let me do that again. So we made it through. Took us a little time to get all the way through this, but we still got a video done in under half an hour. You just got 12 ways to do the same move. So last week we did a chord, but this week we did a whole progressions in every key. Instead of putting one chord in every key, we put progressions in every key to get us to one key. Notice how all this stuff is connected. See that? So this is just thoughts and ideas for you to dwell on concerning the connectedness of music. Take this, go through it, check out Sean's video, check out Cory's original video. I'm not sure where it's from. I'll link Sean's so that hopefully you can find Cory's, because I don't even know where it came from. But, you know, check that stuff out for some great playing from Cory, some great playing from Sean. And for me, you know, I probably did some decent playing as I was experimenting, but it was mostly about the breakdown. So, yeah, take this, learn from it, start putting it in your playing. You guys take care. Have a blessed week.